Hello, dear ones, enlightened ones, my enchanted brothers and sisters. Hello, and welcome to our May reading to see what the angels have to say and what information they have for us. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe and staying healthy and doing what you can to not only keep yourself healthy, but of course others as well. Because it's all about loving ourselves. And when we love ourselves, we don't harm other people. So, keep social distancing, wear a mask when you go out because it's not over yet. It's just not over yet. And I know there's a lot of states that are starting to open up and try to get some way back to normal. And believe me, I can't wait for that either. But it's not going yet. We haven't had full control of it. So just be careful and just still practice what you need to practice during this time. Tilly and I are great. We're healthy. We're staying smart and doing everything that we can to maintain that. So I was just shuffling the Archangel Michael prayer cards. And one came out as I was shuffling, and this is the card. And I think this is perfect. And my focus is on, as I'm shuffling, and of course I called upon God, the Ascended Masters, of course the angels, the archangels, and the universe to be with me as I shuffled and to give us the information for May, what we can expect. And this card is guarded and protected. That's pretty good, right? And it says, thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. So yes, stay with knowing and asking and calling on Archangel Michael for protection, shielding and protection. Because with him, with that mighty sword, he can cut away all the less desirable things that you don't want. And with his mighty shield, he can shield and protect you. So call on him for this. And I think that's really, really important to do that. I do it every day and call on the shielding and protection. But I also call on the other angels and God too for shielding and protection. That only love penetrates that shield. Only good health penetrates that shield. And only the things that I desire penetrates that shield. Okay. So let's go ahead and shuffle the Angel Tarot deck. Let's see if it's a deck here. Do a little bit of shuffling. Just what information do you have for us for this month of May? What can we expect in daily lives? And from others, we just want 3 cards, please. 3 cards. I don't know if you noticed, those of you who may shuffle cards or do cards, a lot of these cards are so wide like this. I have a hard time shuffling them this way. So I turn this way to shuffle. It's a lot easier. So just in case any of you are also struggling shuffling your cards because they're so big or wide. 3 cards, please. 3 cards. 3 cards. And if I'm doing a lot of shuffling, oh goodness, my hands start to cramp up and hurt. All right, so actually we have 4 cards here. Let's see what they are. I don't know if you saw my other videos where I had predicted that maybe it was in February or whatever, that I had said that something was going to blow up in March, which it did. And in April too, we were going to have something that blows up, but that things were going to start calming down in May. And I really didn't see past May. In June, a little bit better. But anyway, the cards are great here. It tells us that here's the 9 of Earth. So this is for the month of May, okay? And with the Nine of Earth, it says, enjoying life's little luxury, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So of course this is a general reading, and we have to put it to where it fits in our lives. And again, this could be pertaining exactly to you or someone you know, but these are the energies that are around us, okay? So enjoying life's little luxuries, yeah, we're enjoying the simpler things in life. You know, we're home, maybe we're baking or cooking or, you know, coming together with family, maybe starting a garden, doing some work around the house. You know, these are the simple life's little luxuries that maybe we've taken for granted, okay? And so with the successful self-employment, this could mean maybe some of you are looking to start a new business or something like that. You know, take time to think about it, take time to appreciate and know what you want to do. But there is success coming for those who are not self-employed, but maybe employment. Maybe, yes, you're going back to work. Okay, so employment, there is success of work that's coming to you. There is the Ten of Waters here, would be the Ten of Cups if the regular tarot deck, and as you know, this is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. The card says a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. So this card also means commitment, celebration, these wonderful things here. So I see this is coming in May. I'm really excited. I have a really good feeling about May. I talk to the angels a lot, and you know, and I have a really good feeling about this. But yes, there seems that everything is going to start coming back to normal, better. Things are going to be better. So maybe some of us who are cooking or baking, looking to make more home cooking food, especially now, you know, there's a shortage of meat, although I don't eat meat. I'm a vegan, but Tilly eats meat. And so, you know, there's a shortage of meat and things like this, which makes maybe people would start wanting to cook and be more creative with more things like that. So but I do see there's the World card. This is great. And what the World card is saying, a job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. Yes, we are job well done. Okay. We did the right thing. Okay. We're wise. We know what to do. We stayed at home. We wore a mask. You know, so we're doing a good job. And this is the world. We're talking about the whole world here, okay? Because it's the World card. The whole world is doing a good job, working, and trying to get us back to a healthier place in our lives. And then the Star card, because the 4 cards came up, it came up. This is great. This is wonderful. Happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans because you're on the right path. We're on the right path by our, the professional, the scientists, and that are looking for cures and things like that. We are on the right path. Whatever we're heading to, whatever we trust, you know, most of all is trusting your wisdom. Don't do things prematurely, you know, do things smart. We all want to get back, me too. and so, but it looks like everything looks pretty good. So let's go to the archangels, see what the archangels are saying. Archangels, please come to us right now and tell us, what can we expect in May for all of us? What messages that you have for us? We just want 3 cards, please. Just 3 cards. 3 cards, please. Cards. Cards. You know, and all the healthcare workers that are really going beyond the call of duty. You know, they're doing a good job keeping us and helping people to recover and get better. And looks like things will be happening good for them too. Archangels, just 3 cards. Just want 3 cards, please. Message you have for us, 3 cards. Again, I'm shuffling like this. This card stayed in my hand. Ah, yeah. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. 2 more cards. Another card. Line out. I like when that happens. And you know, where I am, we're coming into our summer months, and people are looking to go to the seashore and things like that. We have a little place close to the beach that we go to every weekend and things like that. So, you know, we're all looking forward to enjoying the summertime, and it looks like we're going to enjoy it in a different way, but we still will be enjoyable. You know, we're still going to do that. The Queen of Michael came up. And with this card, it says, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. But I think, you know, what they're talking about here, that we know what's important, that working toward doing the right thing. We do have the benefit of experience. We all have experience. Some of us has maybe a little more in one area, another person has a little bit more in another area that we don't. But we all have experience. And God has given us this wonderful gift of wisdom and intuition, you know, that we know. We know exactly what to do. And that is to continue to do things safely. Okay. And it's a time for a career. What are you being led to do? You know, this is, what are you being led to do as far as working toward? Because relationships are going to follow. Relationship is going to follow with this. 3 of Michael. It's time to release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. Now, as I was reading this, the angels were telling me this has to do with our leadership. Okay. With Trump and with other leaderships. It's time to let that all go because something new is coming in. Okay. We have to, maybe this is what it says, you know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience. What did we experience? What has happened? Okay. And this is, it's time for your career other than relationships. Okay. So what has really happened? We have to release that. We know we're experiencing it from experience. We have to release the past. It has to go. We know exactly what we have to do to keep us safe and wise. So this is a whole different area. Again, what we talked about, things are going to get better in the first set of cards, and this is this. This first card with the Queen of Michaels, you know, it says career rather than relationship, but relationships are involved in this with the next card. It's with the Page of Raphael. Okay. So this is also, again, this is general. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationship or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So yes, you know, we're coming to realize what's important. You know, family is important. Where we want to go is important. Do our leaders really care about us, or do they care about them? Do they care more about their career than the relationships that they build with others? So we know exactly what to do here. We have to release it. We have to let it go. We will grow from this situation. Time heals our wounds. So it's time for change. It's time to end this. And it looks like it's going to happen. People are going to come to this realization, a new emotional situation. We're going to realize that, you know what? Career, money, somebody makes that more important than relationships, than people. And of course, we know that, of course, is Donald Trump. That's time for that to end. And this is wonderful. I'm so delighted. I'm so glad they told me, they speak to me in my head. They told me that's what these cards are for. Okay. All right. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So those who are looking for a love relationship, let's tap into the romance angels, okay? I'm thrilled with these cards. I really am thrilled with these cards. And I'm really glad that that things are going to change for the better for us, because we all deserve better. We all deserve better. Okay, so let's shuffle. Romance angels, can you pick 3 cards and help us and guide us on what we need to know for the month of May? So, one more card, please. One more card. One more card. I'll get those cards later on the floor. All right, so the first card that came out was playfulness. So it's telling us to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Now, I see these things where couples are together during the quarantine and they're on each other and things like that. But what comes down to it, that you really, really do love each other and respect each other. And it's not always about us. It is, but it's not. And what I mean by that is you control how people treat you. Okay? So I know with Tilly and I, we've been together for years, and we've really never had an argument because we're not going there. You understand that someone's frustrated. Your partner is frustrated and aggravated. Don't get angry at them for being aggravated or frustrated. Show some compassion. It's going to turn their attitude around. If you are not a willing partner in a disagreement or a problem, it's not going to escalate anywhere. You just controlled it and dim the fires down. Just think we're not going there. So you can either walk away. It's okay if you feel a little hurt or whatever, but get it together here and says, I got the power to make this better. So you're going to go over and maybe they just need a hug. They don't realize that they're frustrated, what they're thinking about, what they're going through. It's hard for all of us. So, and hopefully they'll show the same thing back to you. Okay? So it's a form of teaching. But to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine through. It's time to really have some fun. But we do have the codependency card here. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. So if you're looking for romance, be a little bit playful, but there is some form of an addiction. Now, an addiction is something, it could be anything that we feel we can't live without. That's an addiction. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs or alcohol. Some people are sex or the internet or their phones. It could be anything, food, anything that we feel we cannot live without. And when you have a codependency or an addiction to something, of course it affects everything in your life. When you're in a relationship, it's really important that you make the other person feel that they are very important in your life. Okay? Without being smothered or them smothering you either. And it's frustrated. I know, we all know, we know a person who always has the phone in their hand, and you're trying to talk to them, they got the phone, you look over to them, you're sitting watching a movie, and the person's got the phone in their hand. You know, it's not cool. Okay. So there's some of you that are dealing with this, whether you are the person who's codependent or you know somebody who is. It's really affecting your romantic life. But keep an open mind. Okay. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah, some of us, we look toward the physical characteristics of a person. This is what we want this person to look like, and at the same time, we want them to have this personality or that personality or do this, that, and this and that. But, in reality, what you should be looking at is a person who's kind, who's committed, who's loyal, who's easygoing, who has an open mind, and just allow the universe to bring that person to you, because the person that you really want to, who's your soulmate, may not be tall or blonde, or they may not be that person that you're looking for. So it's very important that you keep an open mind. And remember, as you're looking for your soulmate's also looking for you. So if you're only looking for one type of physical looking type of person, you're not going to see them. They could be standing right in front of you. Okay. Some of you might want a really fit person. Well, maybe you can have someone who's fit, but maybe has a few extra pounds. And it's not a big deal, but they are just this amazing person. And working with you, they can get fit, okay? The way you like. Maybe they want to do that too. And you're the person to do that. So you understand where I'm coming from, okay? Yeah, okay, very good. So let's go ahead and see what Ganesh has to say for us. I like Lord Ganesh. Lord Ganesh, please come to us. Give us the message for May. What do you have for me? Okay, well, it is courage. I think this is really important that we have the courage to stand up for BS, the courage to know better, the courage to resist. And to me, courage is not measured by, let's say, a fireman goes into a burning house. Yes, that takes courage. That takes a lot of courage, because not everybody's going to do that. But what about the courage of a little 5-year-old or a 4-year-old going to school for the first time and has to leave their mom and dad? That takes a lot of courage too. Courage is courage. Not one thing is more courageous than the other. Courage is courage. Love is love. Okay? And so all these wonderful gifts that God has given us, which courage is one of them, we have to use them. And not one is bigger than the other. It is what it is. And that's all there is. Okay? So we have the courage card. And the card reads, it says, the warmth of your open heart can give comfort to all who cross your path. The root word for courage is cohere, which is the French word for heart. Courage comes from the heart. It is an inner strength guided by love, which seeks truth and justice. When you have the courage to be true to yourself, you start to feel empowered to act and live in ways true to your own soul, without any illusion. Ganeshka is urging you to let down your guard and stop wearing a mask. I don't think literally that. Begin to have more respect for yourself as well as for others. Beware of making harsh judgments about yourself and others. When you come from the heart, you will find that you relate better to others. Your innate gifts will be able to shine through. You are capable of leadership, achievement, and inspiring others to succeed through your own success. Of course, they're talking about the false mask that we wear. We pretend to be somebody we're not. Please don't take off the mask when you go outside. But the false mask that we pretend to be somebody we're not, and start being who you really are. And that's definitely a person of love. We are all came from love. We all came from love. And to have the courage to truly be yourself, to truly love, to truly come from a place of love. Some people are afraid. And same thing like in the relationships. If you're dealing with a codependency, do you have the courage to face it? Okay? Do you have the courage to keep an open mind? Do you have the courage to step out of your comfort zone? Right? So let's see the final message. What final message that the angels have for us? What final message do you have for us, angels? Relationship. And it says your primary relationship is with yourself and God. And every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, or balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving Creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall other relationships bloom and prosper. Self-love, absolutely. Self-love. So that relationship that you have with yourself and with God or whoever you're connected to, it could be anybody or any deity or situation, when you connect to that, which basis comes from love, which I was just talking about with the courage, then everything else blossoms. You know, like I said, if you're having a disagreement with your significant other or they're having a disagreement with you, come from a place of love. You love this person. Have compassion for them. They're struggling. They're angry at something. They're angry at you over a petty little thing. Say, there's other things that could be a lot worse. That's okay. It is always okay. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more videos today. Hopefully get it done for the month of May. But I surely appreciate you hanging out. Give me a thumbs up, or subscribe. That would be wonderful because that's important for YouTube. It's important for me too. It helps me keep going. But I certainly appreciate that. And know you're powerful when you're in the knowing. When you have God, the Ascended Masters, the angels and archangels behind you, you're powerful. There's no stopping you. Let your love and peace fall down upon the earth. It is so much needed. You can be in a place of love and peace in order to give it, right? And know that God blesses and loves you, and so do I. So lots of distant kisses and hugs from me to you. And of course, I wish every single one of you namaste. The light and love in me recognizes the light and love in you. Until next time, please be safe, be smart, and stay healthy. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.